Hi guys, I'm Rajesh Singh from SQL Server Hub. Today I will explain you how we can build the three virtual machine on the Microsoft Azure and configure always on availability groups. So for this activity, I created a third part of the video. First part, what I will guide you to create a three virtual machine and infrastructure related changes I will made. Next part 2, what I will do, I will install and configure domain controller, or you can say domain servers. Next, basically I will install Windows View cluster, WFC installation and configurations. In third phase, I will configure always on availability groups. So basically I will create availability group and add one demo databases, and then I will test failover and failback while inserting a data on the databases. So in this video, what I will cover here, only two parts I will cover. So building a three virtual machine and infrastructure configuration along with the domain controller installation. So two parts I will cover in this video. For next part, I will create new video so you can go through it. So let me start. Let me open a portal. So portal.azure.com. So you can see no virtual machine created, nothing is there, no any resources, no resource groups, no any resources. If you can see all the resources, nothing is there. So basically I'm creating it as scratch, all the activities. So let me create a virtual machine. So for this demo, I want to create one domain controller. So basically I will put a name. So let me create a resource group first. RG01 I'm creating here, and then domain controller I'm putting a server machine name is DC01, and I want to build server in central India, and it's what I will install Windows Server 2016, and I want one CPU, one core CPU and 3.5 gig RAM memory. So let me create one user ID is admin01. Okay, so let's proceed next. I want to go with extender SSD. Next, it's management side. What I will do, I will disable automatic update. Next, nothing to do. Let me review and create. Okay, let's create. I think validation is going on, so validation pass. Let me create. So initialization in progress. So let's wait for a few seconds so that one server, domain server will release. I refresh here. So basically you will get here virtual machine DC01 here. So its status is creating. So I think it's ready here. So you can see. So let me show you. So it's creating in progress. Let's wait. The state should be running. We are running. So basically one server is ready. It's virtual. You can see it's a domain controller. Let me create another server. So what is your target here? I want to configure always on availability groups. So I need a SQL Server. So let me choose SQL Server 2016, the SQL Server Windows 7 German. So I'm selecting this because I want a SQL Server to be installed here. And June should be, you can say it's India Central, so no need to change anything. Let me provide username and password. Okay, next. Premium disk standard is, let me go with the premium. Basically, I want to install here SQL Server. Management I don't want automatically update, window update. Monitoring. Let me call the SQL setting. I want user authentication accounts and change SSD. It's a 32 gig I'm going with, and shared data log file, everything I want to share. Next tab, review and create. So validation done, pass. So second server node, you can say node 01, creation in progress. Let me refresh. So deployment in progress. Meanwhile, let me open a domain controller here, change some network setting here. So basically I want to change dynamic into the static. Let me save. So network saving, network interface, and deployment of second server. You can see it's a node 1. It's in progress. So let's wait for a few seconds. So let me pause video from here. So now you can see second node 01 is ready. Okay. So I think deployment is in progress, but let's wait for some seconds. Download. Let me show this one. Do you see everything I want to delete here? No. So let me close and clear this all. So DC one, let me download RDB shortcut. Same thing for node 1. Let me try to open this one. Okay, agree, schedule, and so DC one, I think I'm able to connect this. This is working for me. So let's try to connect a node 01 because last time I got some issue. So let me try to open node 1. Okay, so you can see okay, what is happening? So let me check what is the status now. Deployment still is going on progress. So let me create. So basically it's I don't know. Yes. So we have two servers. It's a mode 1. It's a DC 01 domain controller, and this one is a node 01. So both server I'm able to connect. So let me create another virtual machine with a node 2. Resource group I selected node 02, and it's a SQL server. Whatever. Still in progress. So let's wait for seconds. So after the completion of deployment, so let me stop this for now, video, and then we'll once again start after deployment. I think deployment is completed. Let's check. So no any event or activities is running. So let me create another server, virtual machine. I have to select some resource groups and same everything I'm going with the same. RAM memory configuration is same. Let me keep the same. It's okay. Next, premium discount with this. Next, networking. It means SQL setting. I want to enable SQL authentication mode, and then once again I want to go to 32-bit RAM. Okay, it's shared. It's also shared. Okay, let's view validation. What is validation? Okay, server name is blank. Server. Let me cross node 02. So I think now everything is fine. Okay, so everything is fine here. Review. It's validation passed now. So let me proceed to create a node 02. So let me pause video here, and after completion I will restart. Yeah, deployment is completed successfully for node 02. So let me check what is the status now. It's running and node 02. So let me open the server for now. It's a node 2. I already downloaded this file, REP file. So I'm able to connect both server node 01 and node 02. You can see now. Okay, so it's a node 02, it's node 01, and here it's a domain controller. It's a DC servers. So you can see here it's a DC01, this node 0, DC01, node 01, node 02. So what is plan? Let me open here. I think I already completed. It's dynamically converted in the static IP configurations. I did already. Yes, IP address it's end with a 04. It's a 10.0.0.4. So I'm fine till here. Let me open a node 02 and check what is the configuration details. It's converted or not. So it's a dynamic. Let me put in the statics and save this one. So after completion, same thing I have to apply for node 02 also. So it's done. Let me open on node 02. Same networking, and you have to click on network interface, IP configuration, and here you have to convert into the statics. So you can see I have a 3 server, and I created, it's a DC01 IP address 10.0.4, and node 1 I created it's 10.0.5, and nodes 2 it's a node 02 it's a 10.0.6. so basically I have 3 server. I created a virtual machine on the Microsoft Azure portals. Microsoft Azure. So what is the target? I want to promote this server as a domain controller, or you can say domain servers. So let me proceed. Now I'm able to access all these servers, so no issue. So let me connect a DC and add role. Click here. Add roles. Next. I selected DC01, so I want to install domain Active Directory services here. It's the Active Directory domain services I want to install. Next. Just wait for next. If any restart required, they can go automatically. They will not ask to us. So that's why I'm checking this checkbox. Installation I already clicked. So let me do some other changes. So you have to click here domain server. So basically this is our domain server. Domain server IP address is 10.0.0.4. So let me add domain server here in the portal side. Then after that I will add inside your server end. So custom IP address is domain server IP address is 10.0.4. Okay, it's 4. Now it's fine. Save this one. And then I want to open, it's a node 02. Network at interface seconds. DNS server. I want to put here 10.0.0.4. Okay, let's save it. So DNS changes I did, and let me check what is the status of domain controller DC server. So I think it's also done. So you got some triangle notification here. So click here, and I want to promote this DC01 as a server domain controller. So let me click here and add a domain name. So simply I'm putting as demo.com. It's a domain name. So demo.com, just like the google.com. Next. So basically now I'm installing a domain controller, or you can say Active Directory domain service here. I'm installing here. So after installation, let me put here administrator, domain administrator ID and password. Proceed. Next. NetBIOS domain name automatically you can say it's a domain demo.com. So let's wait. It's doing something. It's a demo.com. Next. And after this, all verification prerequisite, I will proceed for the installation of Active Directory domain service. So I think everything's fine. Let's begin. So installation in progress. Meanwhile, let me connect to the server and we have to map your domain server IP address. So you have to click here, network symbol, open network and sharing center, then Ethernet, properties, and IPv4 you have to select, and properties you have to provide your DNS server name. So DNS IP, so 10.0.0.4, it's a DNS server IP. So let's click OK, then close. Same thing I have to apply for its node 02. So let me do same thing. Right here you have to click network and sharing center. Okay, then you have to click here Ethernet to properties IPv4 and same thing. This is a node 02, so simply I'm providing a domain server IP address. You know, domain server IP address is this one, 10.0.4. So basically I have a two node and just I want to map this server into this domain. So simply I'm providing a DNS server IP address, just click OK and then close. Now I want to check. Okay, close. So let me check what is the status here. It's a DC01. It's a restarting. It's like a network changes is going in place. Let me cancel this one also. Cancel. And once again I will connect DC domain servers and I will create one. You can say I'll create some accounts. So I think it's a restarting. So let's wait for a few seconds. Maybe server will come up. Okay, agree. So let me find a password. I think server came up. Okay, next. So domain server is okay. So let's wait for a few seconds so that domain server will come up. Then we'll try to connect our both nodes. So let me pause video from here, and after I go connect, domain server fully came up. Then we can start next configuration. So let's wait and pause now. So now server is ready. You can say it's a domain server is ready. So let me check its install on it. dsa.msc. So domain controller, I think it's installed. DSA. Oh, it's very slow. Okay. So you can see it's a domain demo.com. It's created. So let me create one user in a domain. Now I want to use this account to access. Next. provide a password here. Next, yes, and I want to add a permission. Member of administrator, I want to create search and then domain administrator. So I'm adding this member of this account. Let me try to connect our server member 0 to 5. You know, this is IP address node. So basically now I want to connect this server with the window account. We are not going with the domain account because it's basically this server node 01 is not part of domain. So first we have to change into the domain. So properties, my computer property, and change your domain, and you have to mention demo.com. okay, and now I have to pass domain administrator UID and password. Try this one, and you can see welcome to demo.com domain. Okay, so basically this computer node 01 now part of domain demo.com. Close and restart. Now same thing I have to do for node 6, and same thing I have to log in this computer with the local accounts, and after addition we can log in with the administrator. You can see domain accounts. So what are the steps? Let me close. Right click over the my computers and change your name, change domain, and provide your domain name demo.com. okay, and then we have to pass domain account ID and password. You can check this is also part of welcome to demo. This computer is also part of this domain. Okay, close and restart. So basically what happened till now, domain configuration is done. Next, for a video I will install window failover cluster and configure, like I will create a cluster, window failover cluster configuration, everything I will do, and then we'll proceed for always on group configuration. So if any query, please comment. So till now I created a 2 servers here. So I created this server, 3 VM I created, and after that I added 2 servers in this domain controller. So basically I promoted this server as a domain administrator domain controller, and then I added this 2 node into this domain. Domain name, you know, I created demo.com. Okay. So if any query, please write a comment. I'm available. Thanks for watching.